Okay. So I rarely get requests, but I did get one for a cancer reading this month. So I'm going to do a cancer reading for this month. Um, just grab this here. All right. So let's get energies first. Kind of use a mix and match deck to figure out the trajectory. It's going to be for Cancer. Fascinating. I'm taking it. Okay. These are the three piles that just flew out all on their own. This one actually fell on the bench next to me. This one fell out first, and this one just kind of flopped onto the table. Okay. So in this specific deck, this card, I don't know why I'm hearing like this is Gates money. Okay, this is like the pearly gates of heaven money, right? This is Cancer. I feel like you have an opportunity that you're either guarding or that you're aware is there, but you just haven't taken advantage of it. Okay. In this deck, this is kind of like the Page of Pentacles. There's a cat here that's climbing up a wall, and then there's an opening. There's a portal that's available, and I feel like you maybe know where this is, or maybe you don't. Um, Either way it goes, I feel like you're aware of something on a map. Looks like this is the map deck, so we're gonna use that in a minute. But it's like you know where treasure is buried or hidden, which is pretty cool actually. Um, but it's pretty cool because it's not been touched or discovered. I think it's something that would not appear to be anything. This is kind of like being on an island and stumbling across a cave or like a cove of some type. I don't know if you guys remember playing that game Treasure Cove as a child, but it's underwater and you're just searching for, buried treasure. For you, this is like kind of fun. It's like it's not a problem. If you're like let me use space instead. Okay, so there's private investors, that entrepreneurs that want to explore space. They have to use the very best navigation tools. They've got to invest in the very best alarm systems. They've got to make sure that the actual vessel itself is built in a specific way, and then the expedition becomes fun, right? These expeditions are fun unless you have something like that faulty submarine that imploded on itself, deep sea exploring. That kind of thing is not fun. Neither are things like the Apollo blowing up or whatever the case maybe is. You've got to do a ton of testing and a ton of like research before you can put that together. But once you kind of have like the map or like how to get there or where you're going, this is a different planet. This is the bottom of the Mariana Trench. Where are you going? You've got a reason for going. It's some people it's money, other people it's just to see what they can see. Um, she almost just fell off the bench. I, I feel like it's about walking on the edge or taking a walk, kind of like, testing the boundaries of reality or of what humans know as reality thus far. That's more or less what I feel here. You're on the precipice of something relatively monumental. It would be paramount to developing whatever this is. It's like literally discovering the literal pearly gates of heaven while you're still here on earth. It's like it's the introduction to Enoch type information or access is what I wanted to say. That's not even like once you get, and I will say these do have to come out in order. There was something about the way that they flop down. Something needs to be like not a problem. And I am seeing this yellow or golden door right behind this basket, right? It's something about like the golden rule needing to be kind of alchemized into your world or into your life before this door is even going to present itself. And then once it does, you have to know, you have to be able to alchemize enough to kind of like, I don't know why I'm seeing someone put their change into a piggy bank or a gumball machine, you know, one of those little toy dispensers that you crank manually. Yeah, it's something like that. It's understanding that like, yeah, all you're gonna get from that is like a little fake tattoo. But that little fake tattoo could stay on for a week and everybody that you see, you're gonna show it to them. As a child, that's like, you know, really fun. I don't children love that kind of stuff. That's what this is. It's needing to know how to make enough, even if you don't have a whole bunch. You know, if you got 25 cents, you can get your kid one of those fake tattoos, and they can wear it like on their neck or on their arm. It's gonna disintegrate and disappear within the week. You know, so let them have fun with it while they have it. But whatever, that's kind of what this is. It's realizing that you're buying a week's worth of fun for 25 cents. You know, not everybody is really cheap. For some people, it's more of a burden to, you know, pay 25 cents every day for a little piece of gum, a little square of gum, you know, than to just buy it's healthier than a gumball that has a whole bunch of sugar. And then it's also, you know, it's a little tattoo that it's a conversation piece, okay? At the very least. So this I feel like I don't know why it's almost like you like new level unlocked, Cancer. It's like you figured out how to unlock a new level, but you just like, oh, like I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like the new level hasn't come out yet. It hasn't come out yet, or it hasn't been developed at the moment, or you just haven't watched the new episodes of the new level you've just unlocked. It's kind of like that. Yeah, look, this solitude. This is you and you alone are gonna be able to understand this. There's something about coming through about those who have the ears to listen, the eyes to see, the mouth to speak, you know, whatever the senses to basically perceive or receive this information. There's some people that are not gonna know what you're talking about. Oh, this literally came out in my hand. It's 42. It's wide open. There's something about you being an open enough. Maybe it's because you're a water sign. Yeah, slow and steady doesn't really bother you. It's more about finding that foundation that's not going to budge. It's not going to move. It's not going to move. Like you can't get the foundation ripped out from under you because the knowledge of where this is or the understanding of how to get there. You see how half of it is in the air and half of it is kind of a reflection on the water. That's what I meant by Treasure Cove, or are you going to the moon? You know what I mean? That's what this is. It's almost like if you were to go through that earthly door, you would go nowhere. You would become a reflection in the sky. You know what I mean? Like you got to know how to walk through that door. If you've ever seen Tenet, they get sent to live in like these like cylinder type houses on the ocean, and they're miners. They drill for oil. That's what number 13 is symbolizing here. There's something about Ophiuchus as well. I call it Ophiuchus, but you know, that's facetious of me. So slow and steady was here. I feel like this is what how you're kind of moving through this is you got to be real. It's like deconstructing a bomb. You know, in movies when they're trying to find the right wire, because there's so many different wires and they're all different colors, like rainbow colors, and they got to know which colors to cut in which order. That's kind of what this is. I'm saying like yellow, and then there's the red wall, and then there's like this. Maybe it's yellow, the blue door, and the red wall. I don't know. You'll know how that applies to you. Yep, into the unknown. Telling you right now, it's something like having to know a sequence that you cannot mess up on. And if you mess up the sequence, like trying to teach somebody multiplication when you haven't taught them how to add or subtract yet. Possible. A little bit more difficult. It's like the step building the building blocks is kind of building a stairwell so that people can get up instead of being stuck where they are. I'm also this caught my eye. This just that it's number 42 and this is number 7. So I almost said 24/7 in my mind, but then I realized it was 742. It's like blue 42. There's something about like needing to make things a little bit more lighthearted. That's what I'm saying. It's like you unlock the level of a game that has not been released as of yet. Right. Not yet. So no. There's coming apart. Okay, so that's what I mean. This going into the unknown includes having to like take things apart and reassemble them in a different way. It's making patents by reassembling things in a different way. It's understanding how much air or oxygen that you need while submerged or in outer space, right? It's the duality of your own mind that you need to take apart. Everything that you've learned, you have to unlearn. So instead of being somewhere 24/7, maybe you're there 42/7 or 7:42. I don't know. Maybe that's the time you arrive at work, 7:42. Give or take a few minutes so that you can be ready by 8. It's about the unknown, the unseen, the untasted. That's what I mean. There's going to be people who can perceive this, and there are people who are not going to be able to perceive it. They're not able to be self-aware enough, and there's no criticism. There's no criticism. Like, that sounds really critical of me, but I'm not kidding. It's okay to just zone out and like not really want to do anything too complicated. It's an easy, better version of life for some people. Other people want to literally wring their brain out and get everything that they can out of it before they leave this plane of being. Okay, it's your prerogative. It's your choice. Some people love hard work. Other people like simple things that produce simple things, which is we really need all of them. We need someone to be a super computer programmer, and we also need someone to save the whales. They're equally as important, if not, will eventually cross paths. Okay, that's what this is. It's the innovation that's there. How you put it together or how you perceive it, that's where the wide open spaces become less burdensome. It's no longer a burden to go into the unknown or into something that you're not quite sure about if you're just okay with who you are. If you're just okay with who you are, you always got this reserve of information, of currency, of flow. It's like the ethers. This is what's beyond those gates, is just a plethora of a variety, a complete smorgasbord of information, money. It's like a syrup. It's like molasses. pouring molasses. Yes, very Glenn Close of me to mention that. But I also just, that's how thick it's like honey, sap, syrup. It's base nectar. It's the information or the favorite drink of the gods. It's clusters of a flavor you've never tasted.